this fictional story is the intellectual property of 322 Peppy Black's son. All rights reserved.
Divine retribution or divine punishment is the supernatural punishment of a single person, a group of people, or everyone by a deity in response to the invocation of their anger. Myths and folklore detailing how a deity imposed punishment on previous inhabitants of a land, causing widespread death and misfortune, can be found across many cultures. These warnings are found in biblical history, like the dispersion of the builders of the Tower of Babel. Genesis chapter 11, verses 1 to 9. The destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, Genesis chapter 18, verses 20 to 21, chapter 19, verses 23 to 28. In the Quran, chapter 7, verses 80 to 84. The 10 plagues visited upon the ancient Egyptians for persecuting the Hebrew children of Israel and to get the Egyptians to free their Hebrew slaves, Exodus chapters 7 to 12. The biblical text refers to divine retribution as, in most cases, being delayed or treasured up to a future time. The wrath of God poured upon the earth to all binding souls tethered to 666 Hertz frequency for their wickedness upon this earth. Revelation chapter 14 verse 10 states that those who worship the beast and his image shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. This signifies the full, undiluted punishment of God's wrath, which will be accompanied by torment with fire and brimstone. In a realm beyond life and death, where time loses its meaning, souls once powerful on earth now wander. This is purgatory, a place of reoccurring torment for those awaiting final judgment.
Where am I? This isn't right. My jet, my office.
Arthur Vance, a CEO who prioritized profit above all, finds his past deeds catching up to him. He is forced to relive the moments of his choices.
The indigenous communities in the path of this project are irrelevant. Our shareholders demand growth.
As he speaks, the whispers intensify. Elsewhere in the perpetual loop, Victoria Sterling, a politician who championed empty promises, faces her own cycle. Her words echo hollowly in the spectral presence of those she failed.
I vow to protect the sacred lands of our native peoples. Their heritage is our treasure.
Low, deep voices chant divine retribution through the spectral crowd. Detective Miller, a police chief who twisted justice to fit his own agenda, finds himself trapped in the echoes of his past abuses of power.
Confess, and this will all be over. Your people mean nothing here.
The shadowy figure across the room grabbing him slowly by throat. As they are not alone. Their tormentors are not demons, but the collective consciousness of their victims. From the swirling mists, forms begin to emerge.
What is that light?
These are the disembodied spirits of 8.3 billion indigenous people, whose lands were exploited, whose cultures were erased, whose lives were unjustly taken. Their pain, their horror, fuels this eternal loop.
So many, it's impossible.
They're watching us. Always watching.
The loop intensifies. The CEO now feels the hunger of displaced families. The politician experiences the despair of broken promises. The police chief endures the injustice of false imprisonment. Their pain is a direct reflection of the suffering they inflicted.
No, not again. The cold, the hunger.
My words, they burn.
This cycle will repeat, an endless echo of their misdeeds, until a greater reckoning arrives. The 8.3 billion spirits wait, their silent judgment a prelude to the ultimate, final verdict. The loop continues, but the horizon holds a different kind of ending. Babylon the Great is better known today as America. According to the biblical text in Revelation, chapter 17 to 18, details the sudden violent destruction of Babylon the Great, a corrupt global system representing both false religion and commercial exploitation. The identity of Babylon. She is called Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and of the abominations of the earth. She is seen sitting on a scarlet beast with 7 heads and 10 horns, representing a worldwide, end-time political and religious system that persecutes saints. Symbolism of the beast. The prostitute sits on many waters, which represent diverse nations and peoples. The 7 heads represent 7 mountains and 7 kings, often interpreted as Rome or a future final world-dominating system. The destruction. God turns the 10 kings against the harlot, causing them to hate her, strip her naked, consume her flesh, and burn her with fire. The commercial fall focuses on the collapse of Babylon's commercial empire. Merchants of the earth mourn because her luxury and trade in commodities, including bodies and souls of men, cease instantly. Those evil doers that taketh away what the Creator bestowed shall invoke the wrath of the black universal Creator. The indigenous black man shall rise up like a god and save himself from bondage by colonialist invaders. You, the descendants of the colonialist invaders, must atone for the atrocities committed by your forefathers upon this earth. Your roots are planted in toxic soil of innocent indigenous black people's blood and misery. Your fruits are toxic, full of wickedness and evil. Your reward is punishment for your wickedness in this life and the hereafter. You will not have rest nor relief from this eternal punishment. You have deceived my people with wickedness from your greed of materialism. 5% of this world is in visible light, and 95% of this world is in darkness. The unrestful spirit that you will see is seeking retribution for your wickedness against my people. You didn't heed the black universal Creator, warning about his creation, and do good to others as you want unto you. Luke chapter 6 verse 31. Do to others as you would have them do to you. For those who continue to do evil shall have equal or greater evil returned to them for their reward. You will have no one to blame but your father, the devil. 8.3 billion ancestors' spectral voices form a Malant choir, singing one note, Ali's true name, through the void. Names of every child trafficker, police murderer, colonial CEO scroll Malantan ash across a violet static screen, each name disintegrating as it appears. No survivors, no forgiveness, no escape.
Special thanks to you, the viewers. Without you, this channel would not be possible. And due to heavy censorship on this part of the internet, please show your support by pledging or donating $1 or whatever you can to help this channel grow. Here at theblackawaken.com, we pride ourselves in bringing you the truth. We are not colonized nor monetized. So be informed, not influenced. I would like to personally thank each and every one of you for your support.
So I'm going to leave you in the manner in which I came, with a universal prayer. In the name of the universal creator of heaven and earth and everything in between, please continue to bless my listeners, their family, their friends, and the true believers for when the day of reckoning takes place. For universal creator, you are all wise and all knowing, and unto you we all shall return. But until then, we give you the praise and glory that's due to you from this life into the hereafter. In the name of the universal creator of heaven and earth and everything in between, in your name we pray that this shall be done.
Also, family, get yourself a copy of the Black Universal Creators 100 Laws, Morals, and Precepts. The paperback's available on Amazon. The ebooks are on Kindle. Again, family, like and share. Each one teach one. Peace. And take care.